Jodie Foster raised two sons almost entirely out of the public eye, and in 2026, the world is finally getting its first real glimpse of who they've become. Charlie and Kit Foster grew up as the children of one of Hollywood's most celebrated and intensely private actresses, and for most of their lives, that meant growing up invisible by design. Every rare public sighting, every passing mention in an interview, sent waves of curiosity through the internet. But behind the legend of their famous mother, these two young men have been quietly building lives entirely their own. Charlie Bernard Foster was born in July 1998, and his brother Christopher, known as Kit, followed in September 2001. Jodie welcomed them with her then-partner, Sydney Bernard, a film producer she had met on the set of the 1993 film Summersby. Life. Together, the two women built a deliberately low-key life in Los Angeles, raising their sons as far from Hollywood's spotlight as they possibly could. Jodie has never publicly confirmed the identity of either boy's biological father, and has consistently refused to engage with the question over the years, a boundary the press eventually learned to respect. From the beginning, Jodie made an extraordinary parenting decision. She hid her celebrity from her children almost completely. She didn't want Charlie and Kit to see Jodie Foster the movie star. She wanted them to see their mom. The way she pulled it off became one of her favorite stories. Charlie once visited her on a film set as a toddler, saw crew members in hard hats carrying tools, and concluded his mother worked in construction. She let him believe it for years. That misunderstanding, she later said laughing, was actually the best possible outcome. The reasoning ran deep. Jodie had been in front of cameras since she was 3 years old. By her teens, she was internationally famous, and at 18, she was involuntarily pulled into one of the most disturbing events in modern American history, when a troubled man attempted to assassinate President Reagan in an obsessive fixation on her. The years of unwanted scrutiny that followed left lasting marks. "I wish I could live my life without knowing what it was to be famous," she once admitted. She was determined her sons would be spared that weight for as long as possible. As they grew, the brothers turned out to be remarkably different people. Charlie was charming, spontaneous, and drawn to performance from early childhood. He spent years asking his mother to get him acting roles, and she spent years saying no. Eventually, he channeled that drive into theater, followed Jodie to Yale, and after graduating, began building a legitimate career on his own terms. By early 2025, he had filmed his first professional independent movie, without a single favor from his mother. Kit took an entirely different path. Intensely focused and quietly gentle by nature, he went to Princeton and earned a degree in chemistry, pursuing work that Jodie has openly admitted she cannot follow at all. When asked about him backstage at the 2024 Emmys, she laughed and said she simply doesn't understand a word he says, but that her pride in him is boundless. Both sons have now appeared alongside Jodie at major awards ceremonies. Kit at the 2025 Golden Globes in a polka dot bow tie, Charlie at the SAG Awards in a tuxedo, each looking like exactly what they are, two grounded young men who happen to be raised by someone extraordinary, and who chose to become extraordinary in their own quiet ways. What Jodie built wasn't just a family. It was proof that privacy, intention, and love are the most powerful things a parent can offer. If this story moved you, hit like and subscribe. There's plenty more where this came from.